Hello, everyone, and welcome to our English learning session today. My name is Alex, and I am really happy you decided to join me. Remember, learning English is a special journey. Every single step you take, even a very small one, is a step forward. So please, keep up your great work, and you will achieve wonderful things. I believe in you. Today, we are going to discuss something very common, something that happens to all of us. We are going to talk about mistakes. Yes, mistakes. Sometimes, when we make a mistake, we feel a bit down. We might feel sad or maybe a little silly. Sometimes we even feel a bit upset with ourselves. Perhaps you said an English word incorrectly. Or maybe you forgot an important grammar rule when you were writing. These are very normal things to happen when you are learning a new language. But I want to share something important with you today. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are not your enemies. In fact, mistakes can become your best teachers if you let them. We're going to learn how to change our mistakes into stepping stones. What are stepping stones? Imagine you want to cross a small river. Stepping stones are the rocks you can step on, one by one, to safely reach the other side. So, just like those rocks, mistakes can actually help us move forward. They can help us grow. They can help us become much better and more confident English speakers. Are you ready to learn how to do this? Fantastic! Let's start. The very first step to turn a mistake into a stepping stone is to acknowledge it. The word acknowledge means to see the mistake and to accept that it happened. You say to yourself, yes, I made a mistake here. It's very important not to pretend the mistake didn't happen. And it's also not helpful to blame other people for our own mistakes. We need to own it. For example, imagine you are having a conversation in English and you use a word that isn't quite right. Someone kindly corrects you. Instead of feeling shy or embarrassed and becoming quiet, you can smile and say, "Oh, thank you for telling me. I used the wrong word." That is acknowledging the mistake. Or maybe you are writing an important email in English, and after sending it, you notice a spelling error. When you see it, you acknowledge it. You don't ignore it. You see the error. Acknowledging a mistake is like opening a door. When you open the door, you can clearly see what is inside. When you acknowledge a mistake, you open the door to understanding it and learning from it. The second step is to analyze the mistake. The word analyze means to think about the mistake carefully. You want to understand it better. Why did it happen? Ask yourself some simple questions. What exactly was the mistake? When did I make this mistake? And, very importantly, why did it happen? Let's go back to our example of using the wrong English word. You acknowledged it. Now you analyze it. Why did you choose that particular word? Perhaps you thought it had a slightly different meaning. Or maybe you heard it somewhere and weren't completely sure how to use it correctly in a sentence. If you made that spelling error in your email, analyze it. Did you type too quickly? Did you forget to use a dictionary or a spell checker tool before sending it? Analyzing helps you find the real reason behind the mistake. It's like being a detective for your own learning journey. You are looking for clues that will help you improve. Now we come to a very powerful part. Step 3 is to learn from the mistake. Every single mistake, big or small, has a valuable nos hidden inside it. A lesson is something new you can learn to help you in the future. Once you acknowledge and analyze your mistake, you can find that lesson. Ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? How can this experience help me? If you used the wrong English word, The lesson might be to always check the meaning and usage of new words before you use them in conversation. Or perhaps the lesson is to practice that specific word and its correct usage more often. You can look up the correct word in a dictionary. You can write it down in your notebook. You can try to make 2 or 3 new sentences using the correct word. This is active learning. If you made a spelling error, the lesson could be to always use a spell checker. Or it could be to make a habit of reading your emails carefully one more time before you click the send button. When you learn from a mistake, the mistake becomes truly useful. It's not just a negative moment anymore. It transforms into a key that unlocks improvement nimordi and asterisk growth. Improvement means getting better, and growth means developing. After learning the lesson, it's a good idea to make a small plan. Step 4 is to think about what you will do next time to avoid making the same mistake, or simply to do better. This plan doesn't need to be big or complicated. A simple, clear idea is often the best. For the wrong word example, your plan could be something like this. Next time I learn a new English word, I will write it in my special vocabulary notebook with an example sentence that I create myself. For the spelling mistake example, your plan could be, from now on, I will always reread my important English emails at least once before sending them. I can also ask a friend to check it if it's very important. Having a plan helps you to put your learning into action. It makes you feel more prepared, more in control, and definitely more confident for the future. The final step, step 5, is to move forward. Don't keep thinking about the past mistake for too long. You did the important work. You acknowledged it. You analyzed it. You learned a valuable lesson from it, and you even made a plan. Now it's time to let it go and bravely try again. The most important thing is to keep practicing your English skills every day. Don't let the fear of making mistakes stop you from speaking or writing in English. Please remember, everyone makes mistakes. Even people who speak English as their first language make mistakes sometimes. It's a natural part of communication. Remember our idea of mistakes as stepping stones. Each time you face a mistake and learn from it, you take another steady step forward on your exciting English learning journey. You become stronger, wiser, and more skilled. So I encourage you to be brave. Speak English whenever you have the chance. Write in English when you can. And when you do make a mistake, remember these 5 simple but powerful steps. Learning a language is like building a beautiful, strong house, brick by brick. Sometimes, a brick might not fit perfectly on the first try, or a window might seem a little crooked at first. These little imperfections are like our mistakes in language learning. But we don't stop building our house because of them, do we? No, we adjust, we learn from it, and we continue building with more knowledge. Every effort you make, every new word you learn, and every mistake you learn from adds another strong, solid brick to your wonderful English house. You are building something truly amazing, and you should be proud of your efforts. So, today we learned a very important skill, a skill that will help you a lot in your English studies and in life. We learned how to turn mistakes into valuable stepping stones. Let's quickly remember the 5 steps. First, acknowledge the mistake. See it and accept it. Second, analyze it. Think about why it happened. Third, learn the lesson from it. Find the hidden wisdom. Fourth, make an asterisk plan for next time. Decide how you will act differently. And fifth, nom and snimes move forward and keep trying with courage. Mistakes are not failures. They are not the end of the road. Instead, they are wonderful opportunities for growth. An opportunity is a chance to do something better. Mistakes show us exactly where we can improve and become even better. Now, for your practice this week, I have a small, helpful task for you. I want you to think about a small mistake you made recently while you were learning or using English. It doesn't have to be a big mistake at all. Any small one will do. Then, try to use the 5 steps we talked about today. Acknowledge that mistake. Analyze it a little. What was the lesson you learned from it? What will you do differently next time? You can even write these thoughts down in a notebook if it helps you to process them. This is a great way to practice this new skill and make it a habit. Remember, the goal is not to try and avoid all mistakes, because that's impossible. The real goal is to learn how to learn from them, to grow from them, and to become a more confident and effective English speaker because of them. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining. I'll see you next time.